Bonjour, ça va, and très bien. How's everyone? Hello, Pip Smoker. I see your name around a few places, I must admit. I was just on the phone to my son. His 15th birthday is galloping upon us. His new watch came today. Very smart watch. Very smart. I'm looking forward to him getting his watch. I brought him a gold-plated pyramid ring. He wanted it. Got him a nice silver-plated necklace. So he's got all the bling. He's going to this party on a weekend. This weekend or next weekend. I think it's next weekend or the weekend after. One or the other. And he wants to be blinged up he wants. But anyway, I hope everyone's well. Big shout out to Pip Smoker. I've seen that name before. I get a bit like unnervy talking to people who I don't know who they are and who I see in other places, like, you know. But yeah, I do like 2 T's. I'm a 2T man, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, there's a lot going on, isn't there? There's a lot going on. What's going on? Emmanuel Macron. What's going on with him? Fuck knows. Bit of a weird one, that is. Emmanuel Macron, victim of domestic abuse. But of course, I think he's come out with an excuse. But that's something worth talking about. Because that's the one thing I cannot stand with our politicians and our leaders. It's like a bugbear, it is. Being told that we're wrong when it comes to the things we see with our own eyes. You know what I mean? And that really first happened to me with the 9/11. You know, when those towers collapsed at freefall speed. Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself, that doesn't look right. It just don't look right. But yet, we get told by authority that, no, you're wrong, mate. You're wrong. It is right. Oh, we have Danny West. Apparently, according to Shavar, you're a successful person. I had a right laugh when I heard that. I thought, what the fuck? How on earth is Danny West a successful person when we don't know anything about the guy? You know, ultimately, he's just a name. And yeah, again, actually, this is quite good. It ties in with what I'm talking about. People in authority expect the plebs to believe everything that's told to them. You know what I mean? Oh no. Danny West is a successful person. How the fuck do we know what Danny West is? It's a fucking fake name, and he's never shown his face. We've never heard his voice, but yet, you know, authority, Jeff R. Blackman, wants us to believe that he's a successful person. And of course, this ties in with the Liverpool parade attack. Thankfully, no one's died from it, which is, you know, you've got to be thankful for small mercies. It's that, isn't it? But then, you know, we're being told what's right and what isn't. And a lot of people are thinking there's something more going on. In fact, some people are coming out and just saying it as it is, calling it a psyop, which, again, it just confuses the fuck out of me. Because I don't know what the fuck it you know, is going on. Over to Danny, who says, and you know, by the way, Danny isn't a friend of mine. Okay, the first I heard from Danny was him coming on, calling me a turbo nonce. So I just want to make it clear to the audience and to you, Danny, personally, I ain't your fucking friend in any way, shape, or form. Just wanted to get that out there. So I could be your guess is as good as Gaffer. Look. And then what were you doing a couple of days ago? Pretending you were Justin, pretending you were Convid. Honestly, it's just sometimes you waste my fucking time. Can you bring proof? Oh, fuck off! Oh, fuck off! Honestly, that's just like the same old bullshit we've been hearing on YouTube for the last decade plus. Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where is your proof? Hello, Pip Smoker. Pip Smoker got the million gazillion brownie points for being the first one in the chat. Well done. Of course, it's just a shame you can't transfer the brownie points to sterling. That's just the nature of the beast. I'm not yours either. Well, yeah, I don't know why the fuck you're here, boy. I don't know why. It's the rings. I'll tell you, there's something wrong with my ears at the moment. You know, it's as if I need to have my ears popped. But I'm worried. Anyway, it feels as if I'm listening to the world from underwater. Well, you know, Danny, is your name triggers me. The very name, Danny West, just causes me trauma. Because for you, well, for me, I mean, the name Danny West represents everything that's crap with YouTube. That ain't my fault. You know, that ain't my fault. Medical cannabis, I don't know. Maybe if it's Rick Simpson oil, but any other way, I don't think so. Will you make wild slurs with no proof? Oh, Danny, boring. Bore off. As I remember someone say, no smuggling needed. Yes. Oh, hello, KT. Katie's in the house. Good to see you, KT. So we got KT, Pip Smoker, no idea who he is. Danny West, no idea who he is, but welcome anyway. Woo. So, Emmanuel Macron, victim of domestic abuse, wants us to believe his narrative. Yeah, and that was it. I honestly, it just winds me up with our leaders, our political overseers, continuously telling us what we need to believe and the narrative we need to believe. I'm not impressed at all. I'm not impressed at all. I've got some RSO. What should I do with it? Just have a little dab of it in the morning and before you go to bed. You know, that's all you need to do. RSO, I think, if you're going to have medical cannabis, have RSO. I mean, I've given up using marijuana for, it's been years now. And I'll tell you the best benefit is the money in the wallet. I've now got more money to hand over to my children. Which, in fact, I get more enjoyment from giving my money to my children than I've ever did by smoking a joint. Oh, he extended his arm. He didn't take it. She didn't take it. He extended his arm. She didn't take it. Oh. I don't really know what Katie's on about, but I'm sure Katie and Pip Smoker know what they're on about. Oh, yes. I see what you're on about. Bridget Macron extended. Yeah, so Manuel extended his arm. Yes. And she refused to take it. I know. I mean, how embarrassing. The way how he got attacked, looked, and then saw the cameras, smiled, waved, and then went back. Oh, man. Okay, Danny West says, boring me. Okay, boring me. Okay. Thing is, Matt, you are quick at giving it out, but you don't take it back well. Or, nah, well, I beg to differ, actually. I'm very good at taking it. And I'm very good at giving it. It's just that you can't take it, Danny. And I've proven that. I've proven that because I've given it back just as much as you give, and then you pretend to go to the pig. So I think that, again, it just gaslighting. You're just like our overseers and authority. You know, you gaslight the audience into thinking, that you're the victim. In fact, I was reading a comment just recently. I think that Mr. Degenerate said something about playing victim, or Mr. Degenerate said something, and you like, yeah, playing the victim. They're all playing the victim. That's exactly what you do, right? So I know for a fact that you can't take it, only because I've been at the receiving end of your bullshit, and when I gave it back, you had to, I'm going to the police. And then when I call you out for it, you're like, oh no, that wasn't me. That was a fake, Danny West. It must have been COVID. Honestly, you talk the biggest cow dung out there. And for Blackman to suggest you're a successful person, that made me laugh. That fucking made me laugh. That did. That made me laugh. Oh, look. Macron says, yes, I realise now, Katie, yeah. He extended his arm, didn't he? To help her down the stairs, and she weren't having it. Laugh out loud. Okay, Matt, how did you prove? Oh, I proved it. Well, did I just tell you how I proved it? I proved you can't take it because you pretended to go to the police. That's how I proved it. You can't take it when you get third parties involved to like do it for you. You may say, "Oh, I was just having you on," but you still fucking said it, didn't you? And then when I pulled you up on it, no, it wasn't me. It must have been a fake Convert account. Fuck off, Danny. Successful person. What a prick. Yes, you're very good at playing victim. Well, I beg to differ, actually. I beg to differ. You know, I beg to differ. I'll tell you what victim I am. Someone created a fake Facebook account and put out messages that I wanted to blow up Parliament and shoot the dinghies, the immigrant dinghies. Oh, now, am I not a victim of that then? According to you, I'm not a victim, no? I'm not a victim when someone creates a fake Facebook account, puts out stupid fucking comments that get me pulled in by the prevent team. According to you, Danny, I'm not a victim. Fuck it. Yeah, I am triggered. Like I fucking said once, and I'm now about to say it again. Your name triggers me. The mere fucking presence of you triggers me. Because I think you're a fucking stink. You're a stink. Oh, look, my bullshit, you blocked me, blah, 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 blah. Hey, listen. I'm now going to ignore Danny. But if Danny wants to talk to me, he can do what everybody else does, and that's talk to me. Other than that, Mr. Pest is no more. He is irrelevant. He is irrelevant. I shall have no more of the irrelevant pests, the cockroaches, so to say. So, Stu Infinity. Oh, yes. So, Stu Infinity. He's been very nice. Thank you. Because some people seem to think I'm Emily's friend. No. No. I don't think so. I don't think so. You're the company you keep, basically. The company you keep. There was another Danny West in your chest, the one at 17. All right, so there's two different ones, are there? Okay, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. So we've got two Danny Wests in the house. You say, oh, fascinating. Fascinating. I wonder who could be cloning Mr. Pest. I don't think it's really hard to guess. I don't think it'd be hard to guess. Funny. Give me a sec. I'll get to the comments. I'll get to the comments. So Stu says, with no idea if this is the real Stu or clone Stu. Is it okay to use your latest music video, Bring It On, in a video I'm working on, Matt? Good question. I'd rather you not, to be fair. Only because I don't know you. So the answer is no. I myself only ask questions that I know I'm gonna be I know I'm gonna be said yes. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. In fact, you know, the chat is so vulgar. I don't think I can be putting it up on screen anymore. I mean, sometimes YouTube, hosting a YouTube show is just about is literally about just being there and letting the audience have free run. So yeah, right. What do we know about the Liverpool parade drive-through? We don't really know much, do we? What do we know about Macron? Not much. Apparently, they're opening up an investigation into the cocaine in the White House. 3 Stew accounts. Good God. The video isn't about you. It's just a tribute video I'm working on. Well, I suppose if you acknowledge me, I suppose you can get around it then. Oh, we have someone in the chat. Hello.
Hello, Matt. How are you, mate? You all right?
I have. Have you been on the show before?
Nah, first time, mate. First time, mate.
Well, I'm ever so glad you've come on. It's great having you here.
That's all right, mate. I just wanted to ask you, do you ever take a step back and realise how fucking creepy you are?
Sometimes I do, yeah. Oh, that was brilliant. I enjoyed that. Do you ever take a step back and realise how fucking creepy you are? Funny enough, I do, actually. Yes. Yes, I do. Macron got caught with a bag and then his missus smacks him one. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? But of course, Macron wants us to believe that's just his tissue and it wasn't cocaine. Yeah, and I can't stand it. Honestly, it just gets on my tits now how we get lectured by the adults in the room, you know, by the adults in the room and come in and say, no. What you saw wasn't what you saw. What you saw was completely different. Now listen to us. Crazy. So what else? Oh yeah, so they're going to do a investigation into the cocaine found in the White House. Well, come on. I mean, a bit very out of order, actually, isn't it? But then again, you know, we do know Bill Clinton was getting plenty of BJs in the Oval Office. Oh, it's just a den of den of equity. No, I got that wrong. It's just a house of perversion, isn't it? Yes. I mean, I myself thought that was just a tissue. But if it was just a snotty tissue, why would he make such a big deal of hiding it? You know, I personally think they're all at it. They're all, you know, we're all human. Even their political leaders. In fact, you know, they're the worst ones at it because but then again, what do I know? I'm just a creep. Hey, I'm just a creep. Whew. We haven't. What's happened to Lenny? Where's Lenny? I'm a creep. Oh, well, great song though, isn't it? Eh? It is a pretty great song. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Yes, I sometimes wonder that myself. Where do I belong in life? You know what I mean? Where's my happy place? Where will I be accepted? Thankfully, I'm going up to my girlfriend's tomorrow, so at least I know where my happy place is. At least I know where I'm accepted. You know what I mean? With my dear girlfriend. And yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. So, what shall we do? What shall we do? I don't know how. What do you do when you've got a YouTube channel? I've no idea. I mean, I suppose I could copy Taffy and play banging music. That's quite good, isn't it? I know one thing is just read comments. That's always a good thing. Get the comments up, read them. And another thing is like look at the news. That's always fun. We could talk about immigration. I know that's really like a popular thing to do. Great to see Tommy Robinson. He's got a haircut. I thought he looked like Frankenstein a bit. You know, give him green skin and he would be a spitting image of Frankenstein. But it's good to see. It's good to see Tommy looking human again. I mean, yeah, I noticed the mouse picked up on it straight away, didn't it? Using my humour as the mouse's content. Silly Billy. But well, I don't know. Bring it on, I suppose. So Stu Infinity wants to use my bring it on, asking permission. Nice of it, but the thing is, I don't know who I'm talking to, quite frankly. I have no idea who I'm talking to. Apparently, there's 3 versions of Stu Infinity. And, you know, I've been cloned. I got pulled in by the prevent team for what a fake Matt Taylor Facebook had to say. So over to this. Regarding what you said last about Emily, Matt, you said you knew 90%. You said you know. I know. I said you know. The audience know. Well, you know, even though Emily's not my friend, okay, I'm still a gentleman, and the audience know 90% of what happened that night. There's only 3 people who really know, and that's myself, Justin, and Emily. And while nothing untoward went on, things went on that you aren't aware of. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Oh, talking about Justin, Justin's in. Justin's in the house. He obviously must be operating 3 accounts. Stu says, I'll credit to you once I've finished the video. Oh, well done. Okay, fair enough then. Tube England. Hello, Tube. Vermin Mouse clutching at straws again as usual. Tell me about that. Tell me about that. Oh, is that me as a Brighton player? Oh my God. Katie, Danny always upset about something. I know. Why can't people just be happy? Why can't we just get on, you know? You know what I mean? Katie's always, yeah, what was that? The Stu account joined. I know. And anyway, when are we going to see Katie alive again? Alive, oh. Claims to be on holiday, but apparently can't get over their trolling addiction. Yeah. I mean, I tell you, I thought this today, okay? I'm sure there's better things to do in Prague. Get this. I'm sure there's better things to do in Prague than fucking play MattTaylorTV repeats. Talk about desperate. Oh, what a joke. It's like, hey, we're in Prague, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. What can we do? I know. Let's play a MattTaylorTV repeat. Oh, how sad. How sad. I actually felt sorry. I pitied her for that. When you really think about it. It's very sad. Very sad. Enjoyed your vid on your video. Oh, there we go. Hello, Pip. Not like that. Very positive. I like it when people are positive. Positivity's good. More positivity, we'll have a more positive world, don't you think? Eh? A big thank you for everyone who's contributing to the chat. It's great to see so many people. You know, and ultimately, when I go live, creating an online space in which you can take advantage of. I really want to get this message drive at home. I do this for you. I don't do it for me. I do it for you. I do it so we can all have a digital space in which we can get together and have a laugh and be positive. Okay? And I know for a fact that providing this online space in which we can all feel secure, be positive, and engage with each other, amazing things can happen. I kid you not, people have found love because we've had this opportunity to chat with each other. And that's why I love YouTube so much, because it's just such a great platform in which we can bring people together. Yes, where is Lenny? Someone tell Lenny I'm live. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm actually a very polite person in real life. And so I do enjoy people being civil to each other. I know. I don't like people who use that spastic word. You know, isn't it? I know one particular. I know one particular individual who uses it a lot. But then again, you know, should we be getting upset by words being used? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised what a word can do. So many people get upset about that. Oh, you said that. You said this. You know. But we do live in and I find it so strange. We live in a time. We live in a time and space in which offence is the new taboo. So I was just getting transfixed with the snake there. It's quite hypnotizing, actually. I'm gonna have to make sure to put on another promotional video as I go along, because that's just like catching my attention and like. Anyway, so what were we talking about? I've forgotten. Macron, domestic abuse. Of course, you know, in the same way he came out and said, nah. That wasn't cocaine. That was a tissue. He's going to come out with some cock and bull story about, my wife is wonderful. She's so good to me. No. It was all a joke. It was all a joke. And honestly, I'm just sick and tired of getting gaslit by the powers that be. Oh, here we go, Stu. I think Katie really hurt Emily's feelings last night, Matt, and should really apologise to her. Well, do you want to come on and say that to Katie herself? Because it winds me up, this does, because you are saying one person's feelings are more exclusive than another. Obviously you haven't paid any attention to the fact that maybe Katie's feelings have been hurt by Emily. No, you don't care about that, do you? No, because according to you, Stu, Emily's feelings are worth more than anyone else's. Honestly, people like you is the reason this world has gone to shit. Because you just aren't fair. There's no fairness anymore. Oh, no. Because Emily cries the loudest, because Emily shouts the loudest, we have to give her more credence. We have to look after her. Honestly, you make me sick. You make me sick, Stu. Because it's just twisted thinking. When have you ever paid any attention to how Katie feels about this? When do you criticize Emily for taking the digs towards Katie? So come on, let's talk about it, you know. Oh, Emily is so without blame, isn't she? Of course. Emily didn't do anything that I could see wrong in that night. Well, if you listen to Katie explained how Emily had been poking her and winding her up, hadn't she? And things don't happen just on that night. A lot of things happen over a course of conduct. There's a course of conduct that accumulates in someone in the camel breaking, in the straw breaking the camel's back. You get what I'm saying? A course of conduct accumulates to an event. Stu, honestly, mate, I don't. What's all this white knighting for Emily? Emily's got, you know. Anyway, she should be defending herself. She's a grown woman. Oh yeah, obvious, right? Yeah, you know, we all know the only person who clones, and that's the vermin, isn't it? The vermin's having a right laugh. And that's the motivation to clone, because they're having a right laugh. I mean, the person behind it is I imagine they've got a big smile on their face and going, love it. I was bored tonight, and then Matt Taylor went live, and it's great because I can go in there as whoever I want, and I can cause havoc, and loving it. And in a way, okay, and I know this is disrespectful to my audience, okay, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to enjoy what I'm about to say, right? But in a peculiar way, no, not even that. I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy that these idiots who find enjoyment in cloning people and bringing mayhem and chaos to the show are happy, because again, I'm glad that I am providing the conditions for you to have a good time, even if it is at the expense of other members of the audience. Because ultimately, I believe in a space in which, as long as no one gets physically hurt, that is, as long as there's no physicality involved, because we are talking about online words, I want to see a space in which you can say what you want. You know what I mean? You can do what you want, as long as there's no physical harm. And so, in a perverse, creepy way, which I'm the first one to put my hand up to, bring it on. Go on, do what you want. It's funny. They've been trying to control for 4 or 5 years now, telling you what to do. Yeah, of course they are. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've come to embrace it myself, because it reveals more about yourselves than, and I love that. I find it very interesting psychologically what you get your kicks from, and I find it interesting that people get their kicks from pretending to be other people, coming in, causing mayhem. That's like real life drama for me. That's like, wow, look at that. That person must be a psycho. Look, isn't that interesting? What that person is saying and doing. I mean, we can see right through it, but yet they're still continuing to do it. Oh, wow. I didn't know somebody could be so psychotic. How interesting. I find it really fascinating. Because, and I've said this before a couple of days ago, I'm all for drama. I'm all for drama, man. You know, I watch drama on TV. I look out for drama on YouTube, on X. I love a bit of drama. And so, when drama comes onto MattTaylorTV, I'm all for it. You know, I'm like, bring it on. Bring it on. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. You know, and I'm sorry that winds people up, but if it becomes too much to bear, simply switch off. It's simple, really. I just felt sorry for the barrage Emily was under, that's all. Oh, that's fine, Stu. I feel sorry for the people at the receiving end of Harry and Emily. Okay? I mean, a lot of stuff goes over my head. We all know that, okay? I miss a lot of stuff. But then again, I do catch stuff. And I do catch the digs by Emily to Katie. And there's been, you know, Boar Badger, and I've had Emily and Katie on before, and Emily just lays into her And I personally don't think it's nice. In fact, I was listening to something today, and I had to stop Emily. I had to say, no, Emily, I don't want you speaking to anyone the way you speak. Because, you know, I actually agree with A1000. Emily is a bully. And Stu, you know, you said, I mean, Justin's here as well, okay? I won't go into it 100%, but Stu found it interesting when I said that the audience only know 90% of what happened that night. And that 10%, I'm not telling you, is actually centered around bullying and how there was bullying that night. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I'm not going to say anything more, but Justin knows exactly what I'm talking about. There was an element of bullying that night, which I found very eye-opening, very distasteful, and very unbecoming of a certain individual. I won't go any more, but Justin knows exactly what I'm on about. And this comment by Katie touches upon it. You don't get it, do you? Emily has bullied Katie. Or don't you just acknowledge that? You just don't acknowledge it, do you? You just keep on asking the same questions. Fascinating gaslighting. Very dramatic. And of course, Stu Infinity will never tell us who he is. Of course he won't. Because that would ruin the mystery. Okay, so yeah, Justin knows what I'm on about. And I think Justin would agree. There were certain things happened that night that you lot don't know about. I'm not about to spill the beans. I made it at one point. But we all have to, and this is something Katie has touched upon, you have to like appreciate that loads of alcohol was involved. And going back to the calling, creepy, who in their right mind? I'm being serious now. Who in their right fucking mind would turn up at my place when you know I'm pissed out of my head? And being a woman as well. Who would do that? I'm off now then to finish my vid, Matt. Okay. Looking forward to it. Yes. Apparently, one of my songs are going to be used in it. And if talking about songs, you can always find more original music at suno.com/@MattTaylorTV Juke Box. Okay, good. It's good to block. It's good to block. I see there's a retracted message there. I was watching someone today and they said the best way to deal with trolls is to delete and block. Delete and block. I mean, I've actually got into real arguments with friends of mine about how I deal with my trolls. You've got to do it this way. You know what I mean? But hey, trolls are human beings as well. I mean, taking a line from the Tory party, hug a troll. Yeah. Yes, look at that. Talk about madness. Talk about mayhem. 3 Stu accounts, 3 different pictures. Haven't you got a video to do? I thought you invited Emily though, Matt. Well, you know, that's what Emily says, isn't it? You know, sometimes where, I mean, like I said, loads of alcohol was taken, and I don't like to be rude. I mean, in future, if someone says, hey, it's 11:30, I know you guys are pissed and all, and I'm pissed, but would you mind if I come over and I plan to like stay until the early hours and cause havoc and cause an incident that will be like brought up over and over for the next decade? I most probably have said, maybe it's best to give it a rest, give it a miss tonight. You know what I mean? But like, everyone's got a back answer to say, oh no, it weren't my fault. I was invited, actually. Oh, were you invited? Oh, that's all right then. That's all right. It's obviously not your fault, is it? If you're invited, you know, that's okay. Honestly, too many people on YouTube, too many people back the wrong uns, back the stalkers, back the harassers. And too many people are calling out the innocent people as the stalkers, the wrongers, and the harassers. We have got a situation and the world is upside down. You know what I mean? It's a crazy situation out there. And if you notice, the people who have been driving the narrative are the people who don't show their faces, who don't reveal their true names, and the people who hide behind the shadows. They're the people who are like pushing the narrative. They're the people who are saying, no, we want you to follow our truth. And if you don't follow the truth we're putting out as the truth, you're in trouble. And I've seen it so often. You know, nice people who come in here with good intentions, and then, you know, who just go with their gut instinct and who go with what originally resonates with themselves, only to be, no. Don't trust your gut instinct. He's a wrongin'. You better stop talking to him, otherwise we're going to come after you. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, right, look, sorry. You know, I'd love to engage with you, Matt Taylor, but everyone's telling me that you're a pedo, and, you know, I'm not getting involved. Oh, okay, then, well, hey, listen, as long as you've got animal cruelty conviction, you know, you've got credibility in this in this crazy corner of YouTube. As long as you never reveal your voice, as long as you never show your face, and as long as you never reveal your true name, you know, we'll believe you above everyone else who does. Because we live in this crazy situation in which the only people who seem to have credibility in this crazy corner of YouTube are the people who hide behind the shadows. And you've got intelligent people going, oh, well, you know, look, he's hiding behind the shadows because he's a good person, you know, because he's successful. He's hiding behind the shadows and not revealing his name, never talking and never showing his face because he's got credibility. And it's like, you know, okay, mate, you know, each to their own. I'm not here to change anyone's opinion, okay? It don't bother me. If you want to fucking walk off the cliff, I'm sorry, but I mean, I'll tell you you're going. That's the path to the edge of the cliff. I'll tell you it, but I'm not going to keep on banging on about it. If you still want to walk it, fucking walk it. You know, I've got my own life to lead. You know, I've got kids, I've got friends, I've got a girlfriend, I've got a family, I've got things to do, mate. You know. Well, you know, I know where that's going to lead you, and I'll tell you for free that you're going to end up walking off a cliff, mate. And I recommend you don't walk that way. But that's ultimately all I can do to help you. We all know the old saying: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink the water. And that's that same kind of scenario we got now. Yes, Katie's saying they have an agenda. Of course they do. And all those people, you know, hiding in the shadows, they'll gaslight you like there's no tomorrow. That no, it's all in your head, mate. It's your imagination. Oh, you got that wrong. You got that wrong. Oh, yeah. No, don't think that way. Don't go with your gut instinct because, you know, and that's what I hate about the world we live in at the moment. Because we're being told not to believe what we see. We're being told not to believe what we comprehend with our own five senses. And, you know, that's gaslighting, essentially. It's gaslighting. We're getting gaslit by our public servants, by our captains of industry. I mean, for fuck's sake, we all got gaslit as children. That Santa Claus was real, for goodness sake. It's part of our DNA to be gaslit, to be lied to. And, you know, I'd like to think that will all come out in the wash. I really do. And I genuinely do believe it will all come out in the wash at some point. Because ultimately, truth cannot be hidden forever. I don't know whether that's true or not, by the way. You know, I could be barking up the wrong tree. Or, let's put it rather, I hope the truth can't be hidden forever. And you know what we see happening with Macron is a perfect example of this. You know, he's getting hit by his wife behind the plane doors. As soon as the plane door is open, oh, everything is hunky-dory. Remember, we had that with Beyonce, didn't we? And her wife. Remember that they had a big bust up in the elevator. Is it Jay-Z? Jay-Z and Beyonce. They had a big fight. Beyonce's sister was in the lift as well, on her phone, while Jay-Z and Beyonce had a massive scrap, huge scrap about something or another. As soon as the doors open, they're all smiles in front of the world's camera. But as soon as the doors are shut, fucking hell, World War III, domestic abuse. And, you know, that's what's happening. And it's a metaphor for everything in life. What happens behind closed doors is the complete opposite to the narrative they want us to believe once the doors are open. It's a sick world. It's a sick world. And we all have that sickness. We've all got it. You and I included. We, under the correct circumstances, can act just as bad as them. I know I'm a creep. I'm the first one to put my hand up and say it. And it's not clever, and it's not good. And it won't get me through the gates of heaven. That's for sure. Because I'm just as susceptible to evil as everybody else is. We're all susceptible. We're all human. We're all fallible. Infallible. You know what I'm trying to say. We're all open to corruption. And it's a challenge every day to not be corrupted. And it's a challenge we have to face. We have to put our lives on the line every day and say, no, today is not the day I am corrupted. nor is tomorrow. And we have to go through life with that mentality. You will not corrupt me. I will be a good person until my dying breath. Because that's the only way our world will evolve, our world become a better place, is if we, each and every single one of us, fight that temptation and maintain our godness, our goodness. Because that's what gets us past the finishing line. As Katie said, the world itself, what a wonderful place. I mean, you only need to look outside to the wonders of the world. You only need to look up into the sky and see the wonders. The perversion, the sin is us, is the flesh. Hey, what do I know? What do I know? I know jack shit. I know jack shit. I just know what works for me. Okay? I know what works for me. And in my life, I've got great kids. I've got great friends. And I've got a woman who loves me. We were talking about what love was the other night. And of course, Katie cited 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13, 4-8, which is actually, I've done a song about that. I've turned that into a song. But another, I was watching a bit with Davina McCall in conversation. And she goes, there's three components of love: intimacy, passion, and commitment. And yeah, that resonates with me as well. It's good to be intimate with the person you love, to share a hug, to share a cuddle, to share a kiss. And passion also. I'll say it loud and clear because we're all adults. You know, sex is good. Sex is positive. There's your passion. And commitment. That goes without saying. Yeah, and I feel very lucky that I've got love in my life, because my life would be a far duller place if I hadn't, that's for sure. I know, some people are just so miserable, aren't they? Everything is just a drag. And I don't know how they live their lives, really. Every single moment of every single day, it's everyone's a wrong one, but I'm wonderful. Oh, honestly, I do not trust anyone who goes around saying they're perfect. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm not buying that one, mate. I'm not buying that one. Fuck off. And those people who, you know, shout from the rooftops the loudest. Everyone else is a pedo. Look at him, he's a pedo. That one, that's a pedo too. Nah. There are a lot of gullible people out there, and you know, I put my hands up. I'm gullible. Like I said, I'm just like you. I'm open to lies. I'm open to being fooled. I'm open to being conned. But I tell you, man, I watched too much of it. Too much of it. Not trying to bash, but have you seen The Chosen? I haven't seen The Chosen yet. No, I don't think I have. I'll look out for it. But, you know, I don't want to like scare anyone, but apparently the poles are shifting. And there's going to be calamity upon the earth. And lots of people are going to die. And the only way to be saved is if you're on the chosen list of the Anunnaki. So, something to look forward to. You know, something to look forward to, isn't it? Lovely. Well, this is nice, isn't it? This is nice. Great to see Tommy out today. You know, there is talk of Tommy Robinson becoming the Prime Minister of Great Britain. Well, there you go. But mind you, there's a guy on Facebook called Dave Witcher. He was saying the other day, you know, oh, why can't you let me be PM? Loads of people want to be PM. That I've forgotten her name, the leader of the Conservative, she wants to be PM. Nigel Farage wants to be PM. Now we've got, you know, Dave Witcher, he wants to be PM. Everyone wants to be PM. Oh, right, okay, The Chosen. No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm watching something on ITVX called Holt something. Holt, well, anyway. But it's all about how, you know, the computer industry came about. Very interesting, actually. So we have we've got Tommy Robinson's coming out with a few documentaries. They're all in his head at the moment, but that's something to look forward to. Good to see Tommy looking. I was gonna say looking human now with his haircut, but don't you know. I mean, it reminded me of Frankenstein, actually. He'd make a good Frankenstein actor with Tommy Robinson. Yeah. Right, so this is nice, isn't it? Yes, nice. I think we'll wrap it up at another hour. Can we? Look, we've got another hour to go yet, and Lenny still hasn't turned up. Fucking hell. I do this for Lenny, okay, and Lenny ain't even here. Poor lad. Hey, what can you do? I tell you, God help the day that that Lenny finds a new YouTube channel to support. It'll be a sad day for MattTaylorTV, that's for sure. I don't think I'll be able to handle it, you know? I don't think I'll be able to handle Lenny dumping MattTaylorTV and going off to somewhere else. But mind you, if a few other people started going live again, I know Lenny would abandon me then. Have you seen The Net? Yeah, no, I haven't. What, The Net with Sandra Bullock or not? No, not with her. No, I haven't seen The Net, unless it's the Net with Sandra Bullock. But no, I haven't got Netflix at the moment. Saving a bit of money, you know, saving a bit of money. I've got YouTube Premium, costing me a bit, but honest, it's worth it. It's worth it having adverts free, and because I'm doing a lot of work with doing adaptations of the King Arthur, the War King. I've actually got I'm paying for Chat GPT £10 a month. Not a lot, but still, it's still an outgoing, you know what I mean? So, yes. Oh, right. So, yes. Yeah, no, it's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, that's a few years old now, that Net. Yes. Oh, so many misguided people in the world, don't you think? So many misguided people in the world, and there's so many people who are just walking aimlessly off the cliff, so to speak, and there's nothing you can do for them. Honestly, there's nothing you can do for them apart from just let them go. You know, you've got to just let them go, mate. You've got to let them go. You know, it's a shame, of course it is. no one wants to like watch them all go off the cliff. It's not nice, you know. But there's nothing much you can do about it, really, at the end of the day.
Bring it up.
Nothing much you can do about it. So yeah, this is good. Good. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for chatting. Oh, so I'm off to what's been a dreary day today, but I had to wait in for my son's watch. Very nice watch, I hasten to add. It's come in a lovely box. Very nice. He's going to be very happy with that. He chose it. He's chosen it. So yeah, he's got all the bling he needs. I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. I'm proud of all my kids, you know. So yeah, he's 15, fast approaching, and yeah, what a lovely lad. What a lovely lad. I feel very blessed. I am a blessed guy. You know, I consider myself the luckiest man in the world. And and it's important that I remain on the right side of the fence, if you know what I mean. It's important that I follow the rules, that I'm disciplined, because I've got too much to be taken away. I've got too much to lose, you know. Yeah, I mean, he's a good lad. Your son must be 20 plus now, mustn't he, eh? Poor Kaylee. Kaylee's another one who's been absolutely crucified by individuals, you know, bunch of men from this corner of YouTube. One particular person in the chat as well has just laid into her. It's totally out of order what's happened to Kaylee. It's called reactive abuse. I mean, Katie knows all about this reactive abuse, where you abuse someone, abuse, and then when they react, you know, they clip that to say, "Oh, look how mad she is." But they're not telling anyone else the years of abuse they get. Yeah, I know. It's honestly, it's just like, it's criminal. That's what it is. And it says a lot about them, because we can all see it. You know, we all see it. We all see what's happening. And it's vile. It's absolutely vile. And they demonstrate who they are for everyone to see. Yeah, there is a sickness in the world, and it's called humanity. I'll repeat that, because it sounds quite good, actually. There is a sickness in the world, and it's called humanity. Yeah, we're in a sick place, man. We're in a sick place. And we need something drastic to happen to, I mean, I know, according to the old Bible, talk about drastic, the whole world got flooded, you know? Fucking hell. Talk about drastic. And that wasn't the only Armageddons, was it? Wasn't it? Sodom and Gomorrah. That was taken off the map of the world. Weren't it pretty quickish? We live in grave times. We live in grave times. I see humans, no humanity. Very nice. Troop England's back. Tag team. Damn right he does. I can't bring myself to give him any more publicity. He's just like, it's just like the worst of the worst, as far as I'm concerned. I can't handle the guy. I can't handle him. Absolutely vulgar beyond comprehension, in my opinion. Yeah, poor Katie, though. No, not Kate. Well, Katie and Kaylee, and all the women on. I think the women on, YouTube get a rough deal, especially if you watch MattTaylorTV. Thinking of Mandy, all the shit she goes through. But well, I'm very grateful for you to continue to watch. I mean, ultimately, if there was no audience, if I got 0 viewers and 0 engagement, I would concentrate on my writing full time. I feel terrible to confess it, but I've done no King Arthur work today. No King Arthur work at all. Very very bad. But hey, what can you do? You can't beat yourself up. There's no good beating yourself up over things, I've got other things done, so don't worry about it. But yeah. Good news is that Tommy's out and he's had a haircut and a shave. Damn, he looked like a jihadi, didn't he, eh? But listen, you can excuse it. Sometimes people have got a good excuse, and not having a shave because you've been in solitary confinement for a couple of months. Now, that's a good excuse, in my opinion. But yeah, let's all bear in mind that Tommy needs £300,000. Should be pretty easy to raise. I'm sure there's a certain individuals in the chat will do a whip round at their breakfast club. Whip round a couple of £100 to contribute to the fund. So I'm confident Tommy Robinson will get double that. I reckon Tommy Robinson could raise a cool $500,000 in a week's fundraising. No problemo. No problemo. But, we are talking about a future Prime Minister of England. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, he'll be all right for money. But just remember where all this money's going. You contribute to Tommy, and you can be guaranteed your money is going to the government, going to the government coffers. I hope that that Tommy will do a GoFundMe so he can go on holiday, or maybe a GoFundMe exile. I'm raising money so I can exile myself from the UK. Now that's worth giving money to. Poor guy. Yes. Oh God. I think I'll be going up to my magical imaginary girlfriend with a bit of a cough and a sore throat. Not good. Not good. I don't think there'll be any intimacy with me coughing and splattering all the time. But let's see how I feel in the morning, eh? Not I, it's madness, says Katie. Katie certainly won't be donating any money to Tommy. She's like, well, I won't be, but only because Tommy's got enough support. He doesn't need any support from me. He's got enough support. He's got himself covered. You know what I mean? He's got himself covered. But no, I mean, my daughter is off to, she's off touring Europe in a couple of weeks. So I want to save up a bit of money to give her send her off. She's off. She's going with her boyfriend on a tour around Europe. I think one of the places she's going to Germany, Prague, or Poland. So that's going to be fantastic. I'm so happy for her. So happy for her. And so I'll definitely be contributing to that. I love the fact that travel, because I think travel is very important. I was traveling from 17 onwards. And like I said, if I never had kids, I wouldn't be in England, put it that way. I'd be out of here, that's for sure. I'd be out of here without a doubt. England? Whoa, no way. Horrible place. As at some point in my life, I felt blessed to be British. Especially when I was living in Hong Kong. You know, the back end of colonial England. Oh, I felt it was brilliant. It was. But being called British now, there's a sickness, and it's not just in Britain. It's across the world. There's a sickness. Perhaps that sickness got jabbed into us. I don't know, but either way, it's there. Oh, my Guerrilla Democracy News, that went viral today. That's getting very good numbers. If you haven't done so already, check out Guerrilla Democracy News. Thanks for everyone coming in. Very kind of you to. I love a healthy chat room. I love a heavy chat room, and please appreciate that YouTube isn't like TV. It's a new medium in which we can engage with each other. So, as I always say, don't be shy. Jump on in and say hi. Be brave and take the plunge onto MattTaylorTV. Let the mayhem commence, kind of, so to say. But then again, if you don't, that's fine. I'm not forcing you. Not forcing you. Oh, I think my cold's coming down again, actually. Mind you, it has been a yucky day out there today. And what can you do apart from just stay in? Ooh. 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 Okay, so what should we do now? I'll play you that Corinthian song. Love Is. It's a beautiful song. Really beautiful. This song was inspired by the Corinthians, number 1. Where is it? Where are ya? Where are ya? Can't find it now. Typical. 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 No, can't find it. Oh, here it is. Little interlude, everyone.
Love is patient, love is kind. It leaves no room for pride. It never envies, never boasts. In humble hearts it hides. It's not rude nor self-obsessed. Doesn't seek its way. It's slow to anger, quick to bless, and full of grace each day. Love is more than words we say. It's a light that leads the way. It never fails and won't give in. It's the truth we're living in. It holds no record of our wrongs. In love we all belong. Love is patient, love is kind. It's the heartbeat of mankind. It doesn't cheer for evil's win, but sings for truth's embrace. It bears all things, believes the best, and shines with heaven's grace. It's always strong, forever near, a refuge from the storm. It's hope that stays through darkest days, a fire that keeps us warm. Love is more than words we say. It's a light that leads the way. It never fails, it won't give in. It's the truth we're living in. It holds no record of our wrongs. In love we all belong. Love is patient, love is kind. It's the heartbeat of mankind. Prophecies will fade, knowledge pass away, but love endures, it's here to stay. A song that we will always play. Love is more than words we say. It's a light that leads the way. It never fails, it won't give in. It's the truth we're living in. It holds no record of our wrongs. In love we all belong. Love is patient, love is kind. It's the heartbeat of mankind. Yes, love is patient, love is kind. It's the heartbeat of mankind.
It was actually just brought to my attention. Thank you for whoever that was. You know, how can I put this into words? It's degeneracy at its most extreme, where you make out that you're like heartbroken over the death of one's partner, when you actually get the date of your partner's death wrong. What does that say? You know, there's too many charlatans out there. Too many charlatans. They're everywhere. Hey, talk of the devil. Talk of the devil. And I'm certainly not implying that you're a devil, Mandy. I was just saying how a certain, certain women in the audience have had a tough deal supporting MattTaylorTV, and I used you as an example. Great to have you back in the crowd, mate. Great to have you back in the crowd. In fact, it's good to have it's good to have all my female viewers coming back. All we need now, and God help me for naming them, but it would be nice to have Freddie and Bex back on the scene. You know what I mean? It'd be nice, but I fully understand how people wouldn't want to come back to YouTube. Okay? I fully understand how people wouldn't want to come back to YouTube. It's not for the faint-hearted. I hope you're well, though, Mandy, and I hope Chris is well as well. Hope you're all doing well. Oh, I've got a terrible throat and all that kind of stuff coming down on me. I don't know. Good to hear. Thank you ever so much for everyone who contacts me, both privately and online. Because there was a moment there, okay? There was a moment there when I was sitting on an amazing network of networkers. I was like, a spider in the middle of a whole web. And it was good to be that spider. Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. Mandy's an awesome person to have in the audience. She brings happiness and joy to any chat. Hopefully it'll be a little less hostile. I know. But then again, you know, you get agitators. You get provocateurs. You get, I'll say it, knobheads. And perhaps, you know, we can never get rid of the knobheads. You know? You can never get rid of them. Apparently, wasn't Nimrod in the biblical sense, Nimrod from the Bible, wasn't he like either the son of Noah or like the grandson of Noah? He turned out to be a right knobhead, didn't he? Building the Tower of Babel. I mean, fucking hell, what's all that about? Can't we spend our efforts on something else rather than building a bloody tower up to heaven? It's only going to end in fucking disaster. You know, I bet there was somebody there going, oh no, this honestly, it don't feel right, mate. It don't feel right, this Jack and the Beanstalk type of like obsession you've got. It's only going to end in disaster. And then lo and behold, just as they're like 2/3 of the way up, the gods see what they're doing and they all get struck down with different languages. Yeah. It's like sometimes I wish people could just leave it alone, you know? No, let's just leave it alone. I know, let's not build a fucking Tower of Babel or Babel, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, there's dickheads are dickheads, and they always will be dickheads. You know. But we had a nice call-in. That was a good call-in. Quite enjoyed that. It'd be quite nice if he comes back in. I just read something in the chat there. I won't put it up, but honestly, some people do talk shit, and I think some people outright lie. You know, I'm not the aggressor. No, not me. I'm not the aggressor. I mean, there's one person there who says, I don't attack unless I'm attacked. Well, when did I ever attack you? Because the first I knew about you was when you came in and attacked me. Honestly, some people just talk shit. And I'll put my hand up. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. But honestly, there's a hell of a lot of us out there who talk complete and utter shit. That's for sure. What can you do? What can you do when you want to go to poo in an English country garden? All right, yeah. I'm just looking for another promotional video I can stick up. So we all like a good bit of graphics, don't we? Or do we? I don't know. Oh, man. You know, sometimes words are only 4 letters long. Sometimes words are only 4 letters long. You can't even get that right. Fucking hell. That's no good, is it? Come on, if it's only 4 letters, man, you should be able to, you know, fucking spell. There we go. So much gaslighting on as well. You know what I mean? So much gaslighting going on. Fucking hell. To be fair, I'm a bit bored now. Oh, I know it's great having Mandy in the house. But where's Lenny? Where's Lenny? I don't suppose anyone can get hold of Lenny. I'm ready to collide. Hey, Lenny, mate. Man, I was just losing the will to live there, mate. Honestly, I was like, what's the use of being a YouTuber if Lenny's not in the house? I tell you now, Lenny, I was getting to the stage of just wrapping it up. I was going to go, well, what's the use? What is the use? If Lenny ain't here, why bother? No one says it like Matt. Oh, Lenny, honestly, mate, I'm so glad you're here. I was on the verge of giving up. I really was on the verge of giving up. It's like, what's the use? What's the use of being a YouTuber if Lenny isn't here to watch it? You know what I mean? And I'm so glad you're here, mate. So glad you're here. Yeah. Well, let's come on now. Come on now. I was gonna say, hey, who's putting this creepy shit up? Fucking hell, Matt Taylor's a right creep. I don't know. I'm being hacked, everyone. I'm being fucking hacked. I can't believe this shit. Who's putting this shit up? Oh man, it's like always the creepiness just comes out. What is going on? But can't we get rid of this? So look, something bad is happening. I know what is going on. This ain't right, man. This ain't right. Fucking. Talk about loud. But anyway, yes, Mandy, great job, Mandy Nows. Yes, we all love you, Lenny. God, it was getting so it was getting as if it wasn't worth living, but now you're here, and I'm so grateful. Cold showers are healthy. God, I don't know. I haven't had a cold shower in a long time. Hello to all in chat, mate. You are what makes YouTube bearable. Yes. Let not your heart be troubled. Great advice. Great advice. Anyone got tickets for Metallica? No, I haven't. But shall I tell you? I'll tell you something now, right? I can, and I kid you not. I kid you not. I'll be helping someone out if I pass these tickets on. But I can get 2 tickets to Oasis. I fuck you not. I'm not. Maybe I am lying. I don't know. But I reckon I can get, unless they've already gone, that is. But the last I heard, and it was like a couple of days ago, they were still available. But I can get 2 tickets for Oasis for anyone. So if anyone wants tickets for Oasis, let me know. Matt, is this your Tommy look? Yeah, that's right, mate. It's my Tommy look. This is dedicated to Tommy. Oh, man, he looks so much better with a short back and sides and a shave. To be fair, he looks a bit like Frankenstein, but, you know, good-looking man. He's a good-looking lad, that Tommy is. I'm very happy for him. I hope Tommy's down the pub at the moment, having a good old get-together, having a good old sing-song with his mates, you know? Yes, it's great. I think it's great news that Tommy's out. Matt, you're kind of insulting your audience, saying you were losing the will to live. But Lenny, that's what I'm all about, okay? I'm all about insulting my audience. I think it's what brings me happiness in life, really. You know, I'm certainly not going to insult my nearest and dearest. I think it's just obvious to insult people you don't know. You know, because I'm certainly not going to insult my magical imaginary girlfriend, am I? Hey, that'd just be stupid. And I'm not going to insult my son because that's not nice. And I'm not going to insult my daughter because, you know, come on. It's just not the done thing to do. So I'm certainly not going to go around insulting the people in my real life But I think to myself, hey, let's insult people on the internet. Why not? You know what I mean? Okay, there can be a bit of a danger, i.e., that they're going to go crying to the police. But, you know, it's a risk. It's a risk I've got to take, you know, because I do love insulting people. It's like it's my little guilty pleasure, so to say. It's my guilty little pleasure. Lenny says Lionel Richie is still touring. He has no new songs. I'm serious. He's just singing Hello and Dancing on the Ceiling and all the usual songs. But hey, they're the best, aren't they, eh? They're the best. Well, no, I mean, you know, thanks for bringing it up. Lenny says, Matt, any news on the sicko on Liverpool? Deplorable. Yeah, there is a lot of news coming out. I'm kind of like turning off. I've turned off my ears, really. But the injured have shot up to 50, haven't it? 50 injured and 11 remain in hospital. Someone has been arrested and charged. I think charged with attempted murder. But of course, you know, we're not really allowed to speculate just yet because you know, and a lot of people are saying it's a psyop. I mean, my first reaction was, let's be aware of the news that's being buried because of this. I mean, I said that from the outset, so I'm always open to the possibility of this being not what it's sold to be. But yeah, no, your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. Over to Mandy, says, laugh out loud. That's what you come for, Lenny. You love it. Yeah, love it. Lenny loves the banter. He loves the banter. I bet you Lenny is like a high-powered executive who gets his ass kicked. Sorry, misspoken. Who gets his ass kissed every day in the office, and that's why he loves coming to Matt Taylor TV, because he's treated like any other smuck. You know what I mean? You're all smucks as far as I'm concerned. No, not really, Lenny. You're like a special. You're like a special smuck. In fact, I've actually got my own thingy bob for you, whatever you call it. There you go. I've got my own special call out for you. Shout out to Lenny, a valued member of the audience, and certainly not a laughing stock. And while we're doing the call outs, in fact, I've got 2 call outs. Oh yeah, because Mandy, she lost her #1 subscriber spot, didn't you? Oh, Mandy, you lost it. I gave your #1 subscriber spot to Lenny. Shit. Well, shit like that happens. You know what I mean? Shout out to Katie, A1000. Shout out to Captain Justice. He ain't no snitch. He's a whistleblower. And of course, while we're doing the shout outs, we can't forget Brian PC. I should really get a shout out for Tube England as well, shouldn't I? And did I do a shout out for Katie? Of course you did. Of course you did. Good. Lenny says, it wasn't until 1935 that coaxial helicopter constructed in France achieved flights of sustained duration. Facts. There we go. Lenny is dropping the facts. Lenny's dropping the facts. Oh, don't be silly. I just read that. Don't be silly. I really can't believe I'm a bit taken back by the kind things Jack's saying, but Jack's always got nice things to say. I honestly, and it doesn't bring this. Seeing Mandy laugh, I cannot begin to describe the satisfaction I get from making Mandy laugh. It just fills me with warmness inside. It makes me, it takes me to a happy place because there's nothing I love better than bringing a smile to your lot faces. And Justin, stop it. Stop it, mate. You know how much I love to be my ego to be massaged. Great show, nah. I tell you, I'm missing Brian Harvey. When's Brian Harvey coming back with Nikki Lee? Talk about great. And you know, I know she's in the house. I miss a bit of Katie's lives as well. And of course, I'm still waiting for someone else to go live. I tell you what, there was a period where we had shitloads of people going live. You know what I mean? We had shitloads of people going live, and it's a shame that it isn't happening anymore. You know what I mean? It's a shame because we need more people going live. Matt live is like Evel Knievel on a bad day. You're watching, expecting him to verbally go off a cliff. Yes, I know. Oh, I tell you, I got triggered at the start of the show today, Lenny. Fucking hell. Yeah, bloody hell. Jeez. Honestly, like I say, right? Ground rules. Certain names, not so much cannot. I think I'll change that to certain names won't be mentioned. You know? Fucking hell. Honestly, I've got a threshold. You know? I've got a threshold and I've got a limit. And some people have just crossed that limit. Oh, I can't be doing with it now. Lenny, you should go live. I know he should. I know he should. Lenny says, Matt, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? Would an exclusive interview with Brian Harvey be on the list? No, definitely not. If I was going to do an exclusive interview with anyone, it would have to be either, well, no, it'll be Eric Clapton. I was going to say either Tom Cruise or Eric Clapton, but no, Eric Clapton would win it. I would love to have an exclusive interview with Eric Clapton. Wow. It'll be like talking to God. That's what it'll be like, talking to God. It would be. It would be. I'd love to have a chat with Eric Clapton. The other 3 wishes will be, you know, to produce the King Arthur movie and to get my project, Brighton Project 2222 up and running, which is actually in the pipeline. It's actually in the pipeline. So I'm actually living in the, I'm living in the timeline. That's the word. I'm living in the timeline in which all my dreams and aspirations come true. So, you know, I'm pretty chuffed about that. I've always been lucky. Always been lucky. It's just a blessing I've had from the universe, from life, the universe, and everything. It's something I rely on, to be fair, and it's never let me down. Always been lucky. Always. People used to say growing up, man, you're a lucky bastard. I go, yeah, I know. Always have been lucky. Always will be lucky. It's like I'm lucky in the big things in life. You know what I mean? The things that count. And yeah, I'm a truly blessed. I'm a truly blessed individual in which luck, love, and happiness is bestowed upon me in abundance. So I'm very chuffed about that. Lenny says, Mandy, I generally don't know how to. Oh, talk about going live. Everyone knows, even Brian PC, it's easy. Honestly, there's nothing easier than going live on YouTube. It is, without a doubt, the most easiest thing to do. Mandy says, well done. Matt, hope you get your wishes. Yes, thank you. I always do get what I want. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. No, thanks ever so much. And I hope the same for you as well. Everyone can get what they want. Yeah, all you have to do is stick to the plan. You know, you have to know what you want. You have to plan how you want it or how you're going to get it, and then you just stick to it. So that's all been my mantra throughout life: is stick to the plan. You know, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. You can't go wrong. Yes, you could ring. You could always ring in, Lenny. Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? You know, and I do want to stress that we are a close-knit family here. Okay? Close-knit family. Then he says, Matt, why are some men cooped up in boozers all the time? How can anyone drink pints at 11 a.m. in the morning? There's inner turmoil. That's what's happening. There's inner turmoil. Alcohol dulls the emotions. And so most of the time, you know, and I'm not talking about people who, you know, for example, university goers, young people, they're going to the pub, not so much to dull their emotions, but to enhance their emotions. There's two ways in lots of this. So a lot of people within a positive frame of mind will use alcohol to enhance their emotions. But then again, like you talk about, some people will use alcohol to dull their emotions. And yeah, you know, alcohol is a great, you know, depressant. I need to do something. Nearly forgot you alive. Good. Hey, look, we're wrapping it up under 10 minutes. So thank you ever so much, everyone. I'll let you all get back to what you're doing. I'd rather date with Britney Spears than what's the word? But a chance will be a fine thing. Would you really want to go out with Britney Spears now? Gosh, she's a. And what do you make that of Harvey and Katie Price picture that's been criticised lately? Danny, oh, I won $1,000 today. Wow, let's all give a cheer for Justin. He's won $1,000. Mandy says, when you get what you want, but not what you need. Yes, like it. Or that's lovely, isn't it? You're bucking the trend there. When you get what you want, but not what you need. Because most people get what they need, but not what they want. I know a song about that. Yeah, but listen, the attitude is you got to go through life as if you've already got it. That's the mindset. You know, I go to bed and I put my head on the pillow and it's like everything is done. As I go to sleep, safe in the knowledge that everything's done. I've got nothing else to do. You know, everything has been achieved, and that's how I sleep soundly at night. So, look, I apologise for certain agitators. Let's just say it as it is. I apologise for certain dickheads in the chat tonight. But what can you do? I mean, yeah, you can always block them. But then again, you know, if moonshine don't kill you, I'll live till I die. Yeah, what a great attitude, Andy. What a great attitude. You got to enjoy it, man. It's a ride. It's a roller coaster. Just make the most of it. That's what I say. And yeah, look, you know, I'm loving it. To be fair, I'm loving it. I've loved every experience of my life, and I continue to do so. And like my experiences are, everything is different now because you're seeing life through the eyes of your children, and that's bringing in itself, you know, having grown up individuals coming into adulthood who are not only your best friends, but they're also your flesh and blood. And it's a joy. It's an absolute joy. And then also being in a loving relationship and every new experience that comes with that, like growing old with someone. And life is amazing. And I feel blessed that I'm still here. With Britney Spears now, Matt, I'm on about three wishes. I wouldn't mind my own helicopter, but if I got with Spears, she could sort that out around Vegas. Lenny's revealing a lot about himself, isn't he? Lenny's revealing that his dream girl is Britney Spears. It's a bit different from Anna Maxwell Martin, who I thought would be more suited to Lenny. It was only a couple of days ago that Lenny was telling us how he would love to date the actress Anna Maxwell Martin. Very, very attractive woman in her own right. But now all that's changed. He's dumped the lovely mature lady for the younger version, bloody Britney Spears. Stick with Anna, mate. Stick with Anna. Yes. It's the last 5 minutes, everyone. Thanks ever so much for coming. Let's do it again soon. Like I said, I'll be away for a while now. I'm going to be off. If you're up around Kent, I may see you. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. What about cold showers? Do they work? Honestly, I don't do cold showers. Oh, we don't. Oh, yes. I don't do cold showers. I just have lovely long baths. Yeah. It's all about positivity. We love a bit of positivity. Life is what you make it, a very wise man said to me. That's good. A lot of good wisdom there. Just a weekend in Vegas in the helicopter with Britney Spears. 3 wishes, you said. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Well, look, thanks ever so much, everyone, for joining. Thanks for making the chat such a vibrant place. So glad that we got Lenny in the end. There was a moment there, Lenny, that I thought we were going to go through the whole 2 hours without your company. Okay, and so it was such a relief to see you in here, and of course, great to see Mandy in the house. Thanks, Mandy. Always great to see you. Of course, Justin, Tube England, Katie. I know there's some other individuals who have been chatting in there, but quite frankly, I don't really appreciate it. Okay, I don't really appreciate it. But I do appreciate everyone else. What's this Lenny saying? Matt, you've exposed me, laugh out loud. What man could resist? I'm having fun, Matt. You're not exactly the Pope yourself. Hey, mate, listen, I would say the Pope is fucking 100 times more creepy than me. Matt Taylor brings people together. Yes, that is true. Thanks, Tube England. It's great to have you in the house. First wish will be 8 million wishes. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. No, but to be fair, I actually came across a genie. I won't tell you where, but I came across a genie, and he gave me 3 wishes, and my 3 wishes came true. That's the why I'm talking to you, because one of my wishes was to connect with the most wonderful people in the world, and my wish came true because today I'm talking with Mandy, I'm talking with Justin, I'm talking with Lenny, I'm talking with Tube England, I'm talking with Katie. You are my dream come true, and so I cannot thank you enough for your kind company today. Oh, the French Open's happening. Oh yeah, I saw a good clip today. Forgotten his name. The Spanish guy, Spanish tennis player is retiring. Anyway, Anna Maxwell Martin is still a lovely lady. I don't know what you're inferring, saying I've left her for Spears. Look, you never know what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. No comment. I'm staying away from it because I don't know anything about it. Sorry. Yes. Well, listen, everyone, we're coming up to the last minute. That's it. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for their company. Like I said, I'll see you in next week. I'm off. Mind you, if my cold gets a bit more, that won't happen, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right. She'll still have me, even if I am a coughing and spluttering, if you know what I mean. So we'll play out with the outro. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for your time. Let's do it again soon. And remember, you know what I'm going to say.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.